You keep hearing it on the news. Recession is coming. But what does that even mean? Is it just another scary word economists throw around? Or is it something that can hit your life directly, your job, your savings, your future? Let me be clear. A recession is not just an economic headline. A recession is when companies close, when people lose jobs, when families struggle to pay rent, when dreams get delayed, and when financial fear becomes part of daily life. But here's the truth most people don't know. Recessions don't destroy everyone. While many people lose, others actually win. And the difference between the two is knowledge, preparation, and action. That's what we're going to talk about today. I'll explain what a recession really is, share a true story of one of the most devastating economic collapses in history, and then show you exactly how to protect yourself and even thrive when the economy slows down. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Defining recession clearly. So what is a recession? In simple terms, it's when the economy shrinks instead of grows. Imagine the economy as a big engine. When the engine is strong, businesses grow, jobs are created, and people spend money. That's economic expansion. But when the engine slows down, when people stop spending, businesses cut back, and jobs disappear, that's recession. Economists define it as 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth. But for real people, it doesn't take 2 quarters to feel it. You feel it the moment your hours are cut, the moment your savings buy less, the moment you get that email saying, "We regret to inform you." Real case. The Great Recession 2008. Let's go back to 2008. The Great Recession. It started with a housing bubble. Banks gave out risky mortgages to people who couldn't afford them. Investors bought those mortgages, and when people began to default, the whole system collapsed. Housing prices fell, banks failed, millions lost their homes, and unemployment in the US shot up to 10%. Think about that. 10% of the workforce without jobs. Families who had spent years building their American dreams suddenly lost it all. I want you to picture people packing their belongings into boxes, leaving the homes they thought they'd live in forever. The foreclosure signs filled entire neighborhoods. But here's the hidden part. While millions lost everything, others, people who understood opportunity in crisis, invested in real estate at historic lows, bought stocks at rock-bottom prices, and came out of the recession not poorer, but wealthier. The difference wasn't luck. It was preparation and perspective. That's the power of understanding recession. Yes, it can hurt, but it can also create some of the greatest financial opportunities of your life. Why recessions happen? Recessions can happen for many reasons. Inflation gets too high, and central banks raise interest rates to slow it down. Asset bubbles burst, like housing in 2008 or tech in 2000. Global events, like pandemics or wars, shake supply chains and spending. Or simply, consumer confidence drops and people stop spending. It's a cycle. Economies grow, overheat, and then cool down. Recessions are part of the system. They're painful, but they're not the end of the world. In fact, history shows every recession is followed by recovery. The key question is, how do you survive the downturn and position yourself for the recovery? Step 1. Protect your income. The first priority in any recession is protecting your income. Jobs are at risk, so focus on making yourself indispensable at work. Upgrade your skills, add value, and show why you're worth keeping. At the same time, diversify your income streams. A side hustle, freelance work, even a small online business can be the safety net that keeps you afloat. Step 2. Build and guard your emergency fund. Cash is king in a recession. An emergency fund is your financial oxygen. Aim for at least 3 to 6 months of expenses saved. If the worst happens and you lose your job, this is the difference between panic and peace of mind. Step 3. Cut unnecessary debt. Debt is dangerous in normal times, but in a recession, it can bury you. High-interest credit cards, personal loans. Buy now, pay later. These can become financial quicksand when income slows. Pay down as much as you can while you can. Step 4. Invest smartly. This might surprise you, but recessions are not a reason to stop investing. In fact, they're the best time to start. Remember 2008? Stocks hit historic lows. The people who kept investing, who bought when others were selling, multiplied their wealth in the recovery. Yes, investing during a downturn feels scary, but history shows it works. The key is long-term thinking. Dollar cost averaging, index funds, real estate opportunities, all these can turn a crisis into a chance. Step 5. Control your mindset. Recession isn't just economic, it's psychological. Fear spreads faster than facts. If you let panic control you, you'll make bad decisions. Selling low, hoarding cash, living in constant stress. But if you keep perspective, if you remind yourself that every recession is temporary, you can act with clarity. Impactful call to action. So here's the truth. A recession is not just numbers in the news. It's real. It's painful. It can hurt your job, your savings, your plans. But it doesn't have to destroy you. If you prepare, if you build skills, save wisely, cut debt, and invest with courage, you can not only survive a recession, you can come out stronger than before. Remember 2008. For some, it was the end of their dream. For others, it was the beginning of their fortune. The difference wasn't luck. It was preparation, mindset, and action. So the next time you hear recession is coming, don't panic. Get ready, protect yourself. And when others are afraid, position yourself to rise. Because in every downturn, there are people who collapse and people who grow. The question is, which one will you be? If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up. Leave a comment and click the button to subscribe.